when I look at you, I don't see your mistakes.
Maybe that's the real punk rock.
You die, I die.
You got life! Cow ties. Synthetic cow ties.
He's flying.
Scooby-Doo.
Are you watching closely?
Did it work?
I think we're live.
I mean, my perspective is entirely bent. So that's just me like, no, yes, it works.
Well,
so I'm like,
okay.
Good job,
if anyone needs to live stream in the future, make sure it all works first. I'm double checking on my phone.
Whoa! I just heard myself go speaking very fastly.
Okay.
It's like time travel. It's crazy.
I know. Oh no! What?
He is the Nolan. Oh, and he's gone.
Well, welcome to the One-Eyed Film Podcast. We are your hosts, Zach. Oh, no, I shouldn't say my last name. Zach and William, here to talk about this year's movies in review.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
we have a plan for this.
Yeah.
This year's had some great movies.
Yeah, like that one film, that had that one actor who did the one thing. That was what a film. That was simply one. Cinema. Yeah. Does he actually
the messages and like the undertone messages were so interesting. I was very captivated by both its messages and its
the art.
The spectacle of the illusions, or the spectacle of the visuals.
You guys are so funny.
Are we live?
I know. Well, that's what the button right here says. Are we live and is it working?
I think it's working again. I don't want to watch our faces, and it's probably it says it's really bad playback. No, it says it can go up to 1080p, so I'm playing it back in 144. Okay. Yeah. 12 minutes in, we're off to a great start. How are you guys doing? Welcome back to the podcast.
Hold on. Let me do a double check.
Oh no.
Yep. Okay. I'm on the YouTube channel right now, and I'm seeing us live.
Okay.
We promise we're professionals.
I realized I was facing the wrong way, so I definitely just turned my body to face the correct way.
Oh, okay. Sorry. That was like too many. That was like three different Seths speaking at the same time. Okay.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay. So welcome back once and for all. It's been so long. So you're getting everything as is. I should start from the beginning, and I can't take long because I only want to take an hour for these things. We're starting the podcast again for season 3. I call it season 3. No, this is still wrong. Not still wrong. I just shouldn't have ever. Gosh, I'm too caught up in this.
Whoa.
What?
You just reflected.
I know this is the proper way. I'm looking at how it looks like on YouTube, and I realize that. Yeah, now I'm the correct way, I believe. Okay. I'm not editing any of this out. That's the problem here. That's what I'm trying to say, is that the way that we get past my barrier of entry for making this podcast happen is that I need to not take editing so seriously. And so to do that, we're going to live stream so the pressure's off. And then everybody who's listening on Spotify just gets whatever the live stream people got. It's that, if that makes sense, you lower the bar for taking the live stream option, and then you'd be able to not care about editing. So it's going to be hard for me because I really like to produce things, but more than that, I like talking to you guys, and I like having community. And I also forgot that there are maybe people who are chatting. William chatted. He said we are here. So I know that Will saw the live stream.
Yeah, but it's working.
I hope that in the future other people will be able to hop on. Don't feel bad if you can't, because they're still going to go up on Spotify hopefully on Monday. But this is our way to still make content and hang out. And this way, in addition to still getting content out, is you guys can come and chat. If you can even hop on for a minute and ask a question and then dip. So that's how I hope. That's how I hope to move forward here. We shall see how it goes, and I'm excited. So, all right, how are you guys doing? I don't want to take too long, but I haven't seen you guys in a hot second. So,
life is fine. I do schoolwork. I'll go quick. Life fine. Work on farm. Do schoolwork. Live life.
Work on farm.
Done. Yes.
Work on farm. Good.
Work on farm.
Zach, do you work on farm?
I do not work on farm. I work lots of other places.
Lots of other places. Yeah.
I do lots of
Where
work.
Where exactly so people can find you?
I'm not going to say that. No. This is a live stream, Seth.
Oh yeah, the standards are a lot.
You can't edit that out.
Nope. Please be respectful of the things that you say live. Okay. We are here today, dearly beloved, to talk about the 2025 OEFP Untitled Movie Awards that we took a whole year to come up with a name and still didn't make it. So it's going to continue to. No, it's not the Moosies.
I like the Moosies. That's all I'm going to say.
I kind of like the Moosies, but I think Deacon said he would come to my house and gouge my eyes out if I said it was going to be the Moosies.
No, that was a different name, I thought, but I don't know.
Oh, the Blinkies. That's right. He didn't like.
Yeah, he didn't like the Blinkies. I think we can do the Moosies.
That doesn't have anything to do with the podcast. It's me, and I don't want it to be about me. Believe it or not.
It's funny. It's okay because I want it.
Because we continue to argue about it, it's going to continue to be the Untitled Film Award show. So, oh gosh. Okay. So again, we're trying to keep things under an hour here. Again, just more limitations. Looking back on 2025, before we get into the awards, and I'm just thinking, I might still be producing things live. Like I wanted the intro to be playing as the live stream went up, but I couldn't even get the live stream up, so I wasn't going to do that today. Even if like I had more time to prepare, I probably would have done like an applause track or some kind of soundboard, but that's not going to happen. So you're just going to get us today. Maybe I'll increase it in the future, but we'll see.
It's a test run. It's fine. It's going to be bad. It's okay. We'll get it better.
It's a test run. Yep.
Hey, I'm not going to say it's going to be bad.
It's true. Anyone who's here for the first time, this is not usually how it goes. I guess even people who were here before, it's not usually how it goes, but that's fine. Don't need to worry about that right now. Okay. Looking back on 2025 for the movies you did see, what did you guys feel about the entire year, I guess? I know it's already February, but the 2025 slate goes back as far as, what did I have? Dogman, Love Hurts, and Brave New World were some of the first ones. I never saw Love Hurts, but that's just kind of like in my mind. I can picture what movies have come since Dogman and Brave New World, which I did see Dogman, which was really fun. But anything last year, especially in the summer, how did you guys feel it went? The release schedule and the vibes of Hollywood or our fan base, I guess.
Zach can kind of go. You're gonna have more to talk to because as Zach and I were talking about it, I am the perpetual outsider, and I do not watch. I probably watched maybe 5 films most in theaters. 2 of them were with you guys. But that being said, I would say being on a bit from the outside, it is. There just seemed to be a lot less drama overall, I think, and I mean like meta drama in the. There was a lot of that, obviously, for everything every year, but and it just seemed a bit to be a little political. It's less. It seemed like I think people talked about the idea that we've reached peak woke and kind of gone down from that a little bit. I mean, there obviously was a lot of crazy stuff this year, but I think it seems less than other years, and it's just a bit. It's mostly just kind of like a seg. It's like there's nothing that's really too interesting that was going on in general. There's a couple of films that were kind of interesting, but most of the time it was just kind of more just a lot of just kind of sloppy type of films.
A lot of Zach, what do you think?
I was going to say I thought it was actually a better year for movies than we thought it was going to be. I think there were a lot of surprises. There were only a couple that I thought, a couple movies from the theater that I would consider like bad movies of the ones I saw. But otherwise, I think a lot of them were at least enjoyable to like good to great. I don't know if I guess there may be a movie I would consider 5 stars, but yeah, which might be a hot take, no pun intended, but
I think I know where you're going, but
yeah, but we'll talk about that later.
Yeah. Okay. First off, I Hondor is here. I don't know if he goes by I Hondor. I've never had to say that out loud, but he's a regular on the Discord, and yeah, we love having him around, and he's here in the live stream.
I always thought it was like a Hodor from Game of Thrones, which neither of you probably get, but
maybe he can answer that now. But
Hodor.
We are getting into our awards and discussing them briefly. I don't think we'll get through all of these if nobody's looking at my spreadsheet right now, but
I'm there.
It doesn't have the little,
Oh, weird.
It says like anonymous rhinoceros is watching or whatever.
A random platypus.
Okay, so first off, we're going to start off with the aura. Aura. Yeah.
We'll edit that in post.
Sorry, 1 sec. Is it less drama because no one really tries to break the world anymore? Or are we reaching the point of movies / art that is hard to break out of? Like maybe it's safe to be in a bubble, I guess. I think that's probably why it was Hondor is my name, made it before Hodor was a thing. Cool. About the less drama. I think it was a very safe year. I think it was, if that's what you mean, like people aren't branching out, or studios aren't branching out as much. And I think the ones that barely did were very break out of the mold. They really stood out. I think the reason it wasn't a lot of drama is because people were very safe, and movies didn't really wow us all that much. I think there were good ones, but it wasn't like, I don't know. I look back on other years that had, like, whenever Batman Begins or something came out, there was like 15 blockbusters that we consider classics now, and that was just one of a kind year. And I don't know that was this year, or maybe it's 2026. I have a feeling that 2026 is going to be the one where we're going to be like, dang, this one was awesome. But yeah, last year felt pretty safe and okay. Like, I feel like maybe I need to listen again, but 2023 was probably like a lot more movies. And this one is like, at least looking back on 2025, I was like, 2024 was more movies, and 2025 is like, all right, I had fun. It's my I had fun year or era. You guys.
That's pretty much it. Just kind of, at least again from my perspective, kind of bland. Like, I heard that this thing came out as I heard it was a little interesting, but it's kind of meh. I think I'm just looking at like the list we got. Like, yeah, a lot of them are either meh or eh.
Yep. Cool. And with that, we're gonna move on to our awards, just to talk about some stuff and what they did good or did well. English. The Aura Farming Award nominated. Nominations for the Aura Farming Award.
I kind of forgot we were going to do this.
You brought it up back in March, April.
In our Thunderbolts episode? Oh, yeah.
It was the Thunderbolts episode. Yeah, because you nominated Bucky from Thunderbolts, Superman from Superman, Benoit Blanc from Knives Out, Wake Up Dead Man. Because
wait, what was this? What was the scene of him aura farming?
Bucky Blanc?
For Benoit Blanc.
I thought it was him on the organ and then standing in the pulpit, being the preacher.
Gotcha.
I mean, he has aura in and of himself. He just is,
Yeah. I don't. Yeah. From what I've seen in the trailers, he just looks more like your uncle who's like who's stopped drinking like 10 years ago. He doesn't seem like that much of an aura person, like, especially like the longer hair. Just like I forget the actor's name, but when he was
Daniel Craig.
Yeah, Daniel Craig. When he was like James Bond, he had a bit more, but like this one is just he just looks too old to like really pull off aura farming.
I think he had aura.
Because I think it's partly what Chris Evans' character said in the first movie. He's like, you and your foghorn, leghorn, draw, or whatever. It's just that the way that the character is written to have him, the meme of him. Oh, so you say this rice was fried by a shrimp, or however they write it. Like, just the character is really funny. Ihondor says, I actually consider Mark's movie as a mold breaker. I can see quite a lot of YouTubers dipping their toes in the movie market. Yes, and part of that is like, yeah, but that was 2026. But I think that's the one of the movies that stands out as different from the rest, especially with production and stuff. Now that I'm this is the first time I've had a chat. I've been in chat.
Chat, is this for real? For real? Like, we gotta lock in GG, CBD, Riz. I don't know what else they say now.
I have an idea that at least once a month we should do a roundtable, basically, and then I can interact with these types of things a lot more, because by the time you type it out and send it and I see it and read it, we're like 3 minutes past that topic. So I would love to do more topical, go with flow. Anyways, Bucky, Superman, and Benoit Blanc are nominated for Aura Farming, and the winner is Bucky, because that's what started it all. And I don't fully agree, but I wanted to make Zach happy.
Thank you.
I do think that the other things that those characters had, Superman and Benoit, they're fun, and yet Bucky's just so confident, and especially when he broke out of his politician role, that he was like, I'm back. I'm back, baby.
Although I feel like that was kind of dumb, because like there seems to be a lot of like, and part of this seems to be the case that what they were planning to go for in Phase 4, they had to like halfway re-scramble it, but because like in the one film, oh, I'm a politician now. It's like, oh, okay, that's interesting. And then like, oh, I'm not a politician now. Oh, okay, that's that's one of those things. I'm just like, again, having stepped back from Marvel, there's a lot of like, what in the world is going on? And like, I feel like I'm gonna. If I'm going to try and step back in, I'm going to be like pulled to like 1,000 directions, like by different tidal waves or whatever, because there's so much weirdness going on now and so many things. But
yeah, I don't know. I thought Thunderbolts was probably the best Marvel movie last year over Fantastic Four. Like, I enjoyed Fantastic Four, but it was probably an 8, and then Thunderbolts was probably a 9 for me. It really irks me. I used to be all in what Critical Drinker was saying, but he's so negative towards everything, mostly. That I'm like, dude, you didn't even like Thunderbolts, like even a little bit. I'm like, just let it be. It's not worth my time. Also, as I'm looking through this, I'm realizing I never talked to anybody about any of these nominations, or
you did
nominations. The nominations make sense because it's just what the category should fall under, what I thought of when I was in each category. But the winner absolutely can be discussed.
I'm going to argue some of these. Big time.
I asked you to read it beforehand. You asked me like an hour ago. You were like, "Hey,
when did you tell us to read this?"
Well, look, we have 3 people. We should be able to split a tie. If we're gonna do Aura Farming, I'll just.
Will's just gonna flip a coin. Will, you're our coin that just is like, "Hey, I guess Wicked." Oh, that's not Wicked.
I'll vote Bucky. There we go. Okay.
Well, that's what. Okay. Best score, and again, nominations. Throw whatever you want in. I don't really care. Best score: K-pop Demon Hunters, F1, Superman, Fantastic Four, Wicked for Good. All of those were pretty amazing. K-pop Demon Hunters wasn't really a score, I would say. Maybe Jordan has thoughts on music versus score, but list was not posted on Discord. Oh, that's helpful. Yeah. Let me do that. Sorry.
For score, let's see. K-pop Demon Hunters. Actually, for the record, I did start watching this because it was at my sister's house and somebody put it on, and so we were listening to part of it. And I have listened to the music on Spotify. That one's, I think it's definitely good. Like whoever made it like knows how to write good, catchy, popular songs nowadays. Superman, I liked the score a lot, like the actual instrumental score. Wicked for Good was honestly, in my opinion, meh. Like, it's just very, I'm sad or emotional or whatever, and I'm going to be singing it in a certain way, and it just didn't seem to like flow as well. It is a very theater kid movie. Throw shade at theater kids who are most of us, but I'm like half there. So.
Yep.
I mean, I think really the two top contenders from our list are Superman and Fantastic Four. I think Fantastic Four especially really brought in that like kind of that retro 60s feel to it, which was cool, especially with like them singing like Fantastic Four. Like that was all really cool. But I do think, wait, have we said the winner yet?
No.
Or, am I allowed to say the winner?
Is your plan to select
Zach, read the winner?
The winner for our category is Superman.
Yeah.
Because there we go. That was very anticlimactic. But did you say the crowd goes mild?
There's no crowd.
I think it did well at, reusing the original Williams theme while also like bringing in its own flair to it. There were a couple moments like where it's the soundtrack like especially hits in my opinion. Like I think Lex Luthor's theme is really cool. I think the soundtrack at the end where Lois and Superman are alone, and they embrace, the soundtrack there.
Yeah.
I think that really hits too. That was really cool. I like that soundtrack. That theme is used throughout the movie as well.
Yeah. Well, and I think one of the things that really helps Superman is the fact that the way that they incorporate the score into the film is done very well. Like for Fantastic Four, there's not a lot of scenes where I can really think of the music and the thing going together. But like with Superman, like when he's flying, he's doing he's doing like the whoop de whoops or like the scene when he stops the building from falling. Like there's like moments where they sync really well and those make it more memorable. And so I think that plays a part of it as well.
For sure.
This might be a little controversial, but I think I might have to say that Man of Steel might have the better soundtrack. But
I mean,
I think I could see that because I was listening to Man of Steel and on like the 20-minute extended version, whatever on YouTube, and it's a really good. It is. I
mean, it's Hans Zimmer. He know what he had to do, and he did it. So
our best friend Steven Stanley would agree. And actually, here's a little something. He said he would love to be back. No, he said he would love to be back. I messaged him separately, and he said that he would want to come back on. So maybe we'll have him on. And he's
I still don't even know who this guy is, really, but I'm glad that he's someone somewhat popular that you guys know that we have. So
he is. He's still really. I would say he's still a smaller creator, but he's thriving and getting noticed. And like he won Rock Album of the Year last year for the Dove Awards.
For the Awards, yeah.
But he's like bringing back Christian rock, and like he just released Fly on Friday.
Yeah,
and that
good
was
stuff.
I've said ever since he started dropping teasers of that, it sounds like Lincoln Brewster, those old 2000 songs. So he's got.
I'm excited for Change. Change sounds so good.
Yeah, the music makes the emotion in Superman, and Superman really did well in forging it. Man of Steel has a lot more highs and lows. That's a good way to put it.
Who said that?
I Honor, the only person in the chat.
Oh, okay.
Our truest supporter.
Yeah, I say Superman takes that just because of the way you feel. And oh gosh, I was too busy. I put the list in the Discord for people to look ahead, at least at the nominations. Zach, stop it. You can't play both sides. The thing I loved about the Superman soundtrack is especially when he catches the building. That moment makes the whole movie for me, especially when he's flying up from the dust. Like that's the money shot for the entire movie, and that is basically what we talked about with Steven that one time, where he in that version of Superman he's so much more heroic and savior-like, as opposed to Man of Steel, where he's more like finding himself and finding his identity with his father, which is Steven's perspective on it, which I love that too. But sometimes you just need a hero. I need a hero. I'm sorry about that. All right. We get to keep moving. We are 2 in and we have
half an hour to go. Let's go. Wrap it up.
Yeah. All right. Biggest disappointment. Love Hurts, The Electric State, Karate Kid Legends, Elio, Jurassic World Rebirth, Stranger Things, and Daredevil Born Again.
I've seen 3 of these.
I have seen none of them.
Okay.
But they all disappointed me anyways.
Shut up. A number of them were just kind of the idea that I saw online. People didn't really like them. I guess people liked Elio, just nobody saw it. What were you thinking?
I didn't see it.
I didn't either.
I was going to say I would. I did not.
You didn't? I thought you.
No.
I thought you were excited about that, and then you were like, it wasn't that great.
Yeah. The only two that I wasn't gonna watch, and also you can't in theaters for I think one of them, but for like the Electric State, I saw the trailer for. I was like, oh, that seems interesting. Just like the aesthetic and what it's going for. But I've seen all the reviews I've seen on it and what it's based off. It just seems like such a Netflix film that it just kind of ruins it. It had like it has a really good concept, but just does like a such a bland story that's it's just wow, who cares? Yeah. And then like Jurassic World Rebirth, I was like, oh, maybe that'll be good, and I hear that it's not. So those are the only two that I even was aware of. Really.
Well, we don't need to talk about every single one, but
I would argue that the biggest disappointment isn't even on the list here.
Oh, okay. What do you think?
I would argue that Captain America: Brave New World was the biggest disappointment.
Really? I think there's so much of Marvel fatigue that most people weren't really expecting. Especially with all the rewrites and the stuff that people already knew going ahead into the making of the film. That I don't think there was, at least I feel like there wasn't really that much of a hype for it. Like as in like this will be the next big thing.
Yeah, sure.
And because it's not it's not like Steve Rogers Captain America. It's Sam Wilson Captain America. So,
and they pivoted on that now that Endgame's Doomsday's coming out. But I would put the winner in my mind is Daredevil Born Again, and that's like on par with Brave New World in my opinion. Only because I had fun at certain points, but ultimately it was a disappointment. Why would you say that?
With what's on our list, you would call Born Again season 1 more of a disappointment than Stranger Things season 5?
No, because Daredevil's back. You're right, and Stranger Things was more of a sludge, I suppose. That's the word I'm looking for to get through.
Well, I think it's more the fact that Stranger Things kind of already has a bit of like you kind of already expect it to maybe not land that well. Like,
what do you mean?
William, have you seen it?
It's been around for 10 years. I know that people were super hyped for the 4th season because the 3rd season wasn't as good. Whereas in Daredevil, especially listening to you guys, I know that like pretty much everything about Daredevil is like almost everything is like, and in Stranger Things is kind of like
I consider like this. all 4 seasons are like prime television in my mind.
Well, okay, and then think about the 3 seasons of Daredevil that we were riding off. We were like,
well, yeah, that's
just as good as this.
But I would consider Stranger Things way more of a letdown than Born Again was.
Hondo, are you calling me delusional because I actually wanted Conformity Gate to happen?
Okay, to be fair, Seth, you were kind of reaching the point where I was like, Conformity Cope? I mean, calm down.
I was on the train. I was on the bandwagon, full stop.
Yeah, he was chugging that Kool-Aid. It's like, it's okay, Seth. Sometimes they're cringe, and this is why I don't get excited about things. It's better to be disappointed ahead of time.
Well, okay. Here's the thing. I have two categories. Here's the thing.
And a minute. There we go.
I need that stuff ready to go next time. I had a note that said biggest disappointment is too similar to overhype, underdelivered. As I was thinking about categories, and Stranger Things, I'll say it now, was my winner for overhype, underdelivered. So I don't think Daredevil Born Again was overhyped. It was properly hyped and it was a disappointment. And Stranger Things was overhyped and underdelivered. That's my reasoning, and we can skip that. Well, I'll read the nominations, but yeah, that's where I'm gonna say Stranger Things wins, is overhyped, underdelivered. For the biggest disappointment, I suppose if we were only doing movies, Thunderbolts would probably win.
What?
No, sorry. No. My bad. I misspoke. I was just yapping. Brave New World.
Oh, okay.
My bad. I suppose I still would watch Born Again for funsies, but probably only episode 1, 8, and 9. and the only redeeming thing I found about Brave New World was he rode a nuke, like he surfed a nuke for funsies. There wasn't a lot. I'll admit it was pretty disappointing. Okay, we'll say that Brave New World wins that one.
There we go.
Moving on. Best stupid fun movie. I love this one. Nominated are a Minecraft movie, which was crazy that it came out last year. It seems so long ago. K-pop Demon Hunters and Now You See Me 3. I say best stupid fun movie because as I'm looking at my winner, it's the one that I still had fun in. Well, okay.
I don't know if I would consider K-pop Demon Hunters a stupid fun movie.
It's so much. I would say it is because we're grown men, and grown men are the biggest proponents of how good K-pop Demon Hunters is. Deacon
but
will
there's
die
so
on
much.
that hill.
There's so much like depth to it, though, that it's hard to put in the stupid fun category.
It's the title alone is stupid fun.
Yeah, it is stupid fun. I would argue like The Running Man would be more of a better option than.
I suppose I didn't consider that. I expected that to be more of a thriller, I guess.
I would call that a stupid fun movie more than K-pop Demon Hunters. But
well, I would say we can nominate it, but I still think because you can interpret stupid fun differently. But I think the idea of K-pop Demon Hunters is stupid and so much fun that it has to win. And I will watch it again and again because it's catchy and it's entertaining and deep and all those things. So it's not the best stupid movie. It's the best stupid fun movie. So moving on. Sorry. K-pop Demon Hunters is an anime. Animes have more older men watching than children. I would argue that because it's made by Sony and released on Netflix, that it was still a kid's movie in the anime style. And Will, you don't have to share your thoughts on anime. But
it's fine for people. I don't really. There's certain styles that are more worse that I don't like as much, but it's a spectrum, and some of them are better than others. So it is good animation. Like I can say that. It just doesn't mean I have to like it.
I think it fits the story really well. That style is what they needed to do. So, but yes, also anime is just another form of animation, and animation does not mean childlike. So. Underhyped, over-delivered. We have Warfare, F1, and The Last Breath. Can I confirm that The Last Breath was actually?
Yeah, it was it was at the same time.
That was the one with The Last Breath was the one with Jason Statham, right?
No. Woody Harrelson.
Woody Harrelson and Simu Liu. I thought it was maybe 2024, but it is 2025. It doesn't matter. I had a lot of fun with that one. I would say F1 wins this only because I didn't think it was hyped enough. And maybe that's seeing it in retrospect. It was definitely advertised. Warfare was one that kind of flew under the radar and was really good. But I still loved F1 way more and would watch that 100 times over. It's more of a marketing thing. Like where does it land in the marketing before it actually released? I don't know. It's also skewed towards me whose algorithm is all all movie stuff. So no, not the excuse me, not the awards. Stop it. I'm sensitive. I don't know. I say F1 wins. What do you guys think? Will didn't even see it, so he doesn't care.
I have seen none of them, so that means that Last Breath won. That's right. Actually, Warfare. I saw the trailers for all of them, and they all definitely seemed. I think Warfare. I think that's one I would be interesting to watch, just because of this what it's about. But yeah, I know that you really like F1, and I do hear that it's really good. So
yeah, it's the Top Gun Maverick of F1. So. All right, overhyped, underdelivered. I already said Stranger Things won, but the other parts or the other nominations were Snow White, Foundation of Youth, Jurassic World Rebirth, Superman, Smurfs, Stranger Things, and Daredevil Born Again.
Smurfs is just so weird. Like it was there, and then it wasn't, and no one's gonna remember.
We'll get to that in the next section.
I forgot about Fountain of Youth.
Yeah,
Who directed that one? It was a big director too, wasn't it?
I don't know.
I remember that I was talking about on the Discord, like, oh, this seems actually interesting. Maybe it's going to be like not like a replacement, but sort of like a newer type of Indiana Jones ish.
Guy Ritchie.
Guy Ritchie.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got a lot of people in it, and especially John Krasinski leading. And I never heard anything about it, and people said it wasn't that great either.
Did you say you saw it, Seth?
I didn't know.
Oh, no, I didn't either.
I put Superman on here only because I was expecting so much, and they were also overhyping it, like maybe to a degree that not that the movie is bad, but that they advertised so much. It was so annoying almost in the month of May and June to see Superman everywhere. It was so much advertisement that it underdelivered on what they were selling it as, but they were also trying to kick the DCU off the ground. So I don't really blame them. Smurfs and Snow White are just what the heck. I say Stranger Things because it's so much. It fell prey to so much of the one last time, and all those trailers. Like it was so much like something big was going to happen, and then it was the most mild chicken and rice type of serving they gave us.
It was the most Hallmark Disney Channel ending that they could have done.
Yeah. I do have one quick question. I just want to, because you guys have watched it, and I don't want to make this a tangent, but I do have just one quick question. So I haven't watched Stranger Things, but I know like a little bit like the weird experiment, CIA stuff, Dimension X, whatever, going underground, underneath, or whatever, weird stuff. Where is the U.S. military? And that's my only thing is like if there's this weird thing where like suddenly another dimension is populating, and I know there's something with U.S. military, but there's also
they're there.
Okay, but if that actually happens, like they're just bombing that city. Like there's like going to be like Waco, Texas is going to look like nothing compared to this thing if that actually happens. So there you go. That's my little like, okay,
sure.
Like, just
they were there and then they weren't, and it was inconsistent.
They were the most non-issue.
That's that's a very uncharacteristically American military thing to do, is to underdeliver when you could actually just blow things up. But all right, there you go. Tangent over. There you go.
It didn't really go bigger than the group of people until the end of season 4, and so that's why we kind of expected something, but then they copped it out by just having the government show up. Islander taken offense at chicken and rice. I am saying that as a Scandinavian whose parents and grandparents made the most boring chicken and rice. They barely seasoned it. We were just talking today about how my grandma my grandma had a meal brought to her and she's like, it was good, but it had onions in it. And we're all like, Grandma, they're onions. You can take onions. But when chicken and rice is made well, of course it's great.
You see, only true Scandinavians actually have rice the proper way, which is you have it hot, then you add milk to it, then you add cinnamon and sugar. That is the only correct way to eat rice. That's the only way I like
milk
it.
Milk and cinnamon and sugar?
Yes, with rice. I cannot imagine eating rice like with chicken. That's wrong. That is wrong.
Really?
Yes,
that's crazy.
That is the way I was raised. I don't know why people do it anywhere else. That's just wrong.
Guys, you gotten so off track.
Yep. 13 minutes left. We're gonna try and finish off. Let's go through these next 3 quickly. Who asked for this? Islander wanted to add Juliet and Romeo, which I heard about. The list of ones that I categorized into these were only ones that I knew of. Like there were definitely movies. Like I think 28 Years Later could have been on here, but I didn't really hear anything about that, so it's never on here. So Juliet and Romeo, sure, I'm going off of him for that. Freakier Friday, Happy Gilmore 2, Smurfs, and Lilo and Stitch. All of those are.
Notice that all of these are remakes or
you're
or
right. That's so true. And Juliet and Romeo, just because they switched the title, it's like, oh, we're doing something different. I guess not. I'm going to go off of what he suggested, and it's not. I put Smurfs on there because I don't know why people like Smurfs. I
don't know why people like live action, like or this weird sort of mixing, or why do they keep trying to push.
This one was completely animated.
I think it was completely animated.
No, they did some actual in-person live action stuff, I think.
No, because
the new one is entirely animated.
Maybe.
Anyways, I don't know why they keep pushing for it, and their marketing was so weird. If anyone watched Jack's Films reviews of it, he was like, they just did Rihanna is Smurfette. And that's it. Like they were just selling it on the actors. It's just a weird way to market, and not that great when you don't know anything about the movie. That's what I'm saying is like, why do people care about the Smurfs? They're not that iconic. It's like if somebody made a Peanuts movie, I understand what they did like 10 years ago. But if they made another, it'd be like, yeah, everybody still loves the Peanuts or any other cartoon character like that. The Smurfs are like from the 70s and like our generation doesn't like it. I don't know, man. We gotta keep moving. Sorry. I don't think these are very contentious.
Right along.
Most annoying soundtrack, a Minecraft movie and K-pop Demon Hunters. I put a Minecraft movie because I would rather listen to Golden than Lava Chicken any day of the week.
That is true. That is true. If you had to strap me to a chair and I'd listen to either Golden for all of eternity or the Chicken one, I would happily choose Golden. I've already listened too much. It is annoying to me because I listen to it way too much for some reason. Spotify keeps playing it, but it's better than hearing Jack Black.
I actually liked his rendition of what was the Kung Fu Panda 4 song that he did with, I forgot the name.
It was a Britney Spears song, wasn't it?
Oh, Hit Me Baby One More Time.
Yeah, Hit Me Baby One More Time. There we go.
That was really fun. And then somebody was like, we need him to have at least 3 songs in this movie. And I'm like, no, nobody said that. Alejandro, here's the thing. You said about the Smurfs that it was basically, the Smurfs movie was basically a Rihanna song or a Rihanna album and they added a movie around it. I think the same can be said about K-pop Demon Hunters, but the good way. Like you could listen to, because it's a movie about them making music, it could just be listened to outside of the movie context and still be enjoyed. So I guess if you like Rihanna, maybe the Smurfs movie was for you. I don't know. But yeah, Minecraft movie was really annoying. The memes were funny though. The memes were great. The Underdog Award for more of an honorable mention idea. The Last Breath, Black Bag, Warfare, K-pop Demon Hunters, and The Lost Bus. Zach is going to have to chime in on The Lost Bus, but I really think that Warfare shined because it really was, a classic A24 film that kind of was undetected. And suddenly people were talking about it. And those who saw it liked it. And those who didn't see it were like interested in it. And again, this was it was in the underhyped, over delivered because it wasn't hyped that much, but it was great. So
yeah, I mean,
Lost Bus?
I've only seen 2 movies on this list, and that was K-pop Demon Hunters and The Lost Bus. But for The Last Bus, yeah, I mean, just out of nowhere, no one talked about that one, and I don't know why. I feel like Matthew McConaughey and American Ferrara both give great performances. I feel like it does well at telling this like real life story and like keeping the tension and the stakes high and having like a meaningful connection to it with the main character. So maybe it was just recency bias. I'm kind of scared to ever watch it again, but I still think it's the best movie of the year.
All right. Well, we'll get there.
It's putting K-pop Demon Hunters on the list is kind of funny too, because that one did just like, I mean, it gained like huge recognition, but it did just come out of nowhere. It felt like.
Yeah, I remember for it beforehand.
I remember I was at the gender reveal party, Seth.
Oh, for my daughter.
Yes, for your daughter. And one of your wife's friends started talking about this movie. And it just sounded like this random movie that they had found in like the far reaches of Netflix that just happened to be good. Some movie from like 2014 or something like that, that just some small budget, whatever.
Yeah.
But then I suddenly just keep seeing it more and more places and more people keep talking about it. And then I'm just kind of like, fine, I'll watch it. And then I also got hooked. So I would almost argue that that's the underdog.
Sure.
More than the rest of these, but
I suppose I did see a trailer for Warfare, and the idea is that I didn't see it coming. Like Black Bag is on there because I didn't ever see a trailer for it, but it was still good, but it wasn't as good as K-pop Demon Hunters. So I agree. K-pop Demon Hunters wins the underdog. I don't think it's an underdog merely because K-pop is a hype word. I think I understand, but I don't think that's reason enough. I still think that K-pop Demon Hunters wins, but you don't think it's an underdog? Oh, I see. Okay.
Worst film.
Nominated.
Stiff competition.
Brave New World, The Electric State, Snow White, A Minecraft Movie, Lilo and Stitch, Fountain of Youth, Elio, and Smurfs. Again, I have seen 3 of them. So it was more of just, I knew they were bad, so I threw them on.
I have seen one of these movies.
Oh, wow. Okay. So I'm going to just throw Snow White under the bus because it was on a bad ride the whole time. It was not good marketing. It was not good at all. Like the idea of replacing all the dwarves with CGI monstrosities and still having a dwarf actor in there, it made no sense.
It was a beautiful mess. Just watching all crumble.
It's just so bad. But yeah, it is Snow White. Snow White is the loser or winner of the worst movie because the others were actually, they had some redeemable qualities. I think some people would say The Electric State. Oh, the other one that I saw a lot of, like Moist Critical and Jeremy Johns, their worst movie was War of the Worlds, which we never actually got to see, but I want to see that. I still feel like you would have fun watching that.
Yeah, that is like, I think that's the epitome of like stupid fun, or it's so bad it's good, where like it is terrible. It is absolutely terrible, but because of that it's so good. Whereas Snow White is just like miserable.
Yeah, I mean, we had stupid fun, but that's more leaning on the fun aspect of it. And I think we just don't want to add too many of those types. I do think that so bad it's good could be another category. Like Minecraft movie would definitely fall under that because it never took itself seriously. Now I think that War of the Worlds did take itself seriously, and that's what made it so bad. But yeah, there you go. All right, we're wrapping it up here. Best overall film, I nominated Thunderbolts, Final Reckoning, How to Train Your Dragon. I forgot about that. It was so good. I forgot about it. Fantastic Four, F1, Warfare, Superman, Lost Bus, Knives Out 3. This one was really hard, and I don't even stand by my winner, which is a sigh of relief for Zach. I think there were a lot of good movies this year. I needed water, and I don't have it. Knives Out 3 was such a blast to watch. Zach and I saw that together, and that really tugged on smart strings for our Christian faith, I believe. Zach swears up and down that The Lost Bus was his only 5 out of 5 for the year. Superman, we couldn't stop talking about it. We had a Superman counter going on one of our episodes. Warfare was just so riveting and had you in the action. F1, same way. It was long, but it had you on the edge of your seat up until the end. Fantastic Four had great family moments and great action. How to Train Your Dragon was one of its kind and the first of DreamWorks to do a live action adaptation. Final Reckoning was another high action, maybe more boy centered, but definitely ones for the books. And Thunderbolts was just so emotional, weirdly enough. They all have redeeming qualities, and I would watch any of them again. Maybe not How to Train Your Dragon, so maybe I should take that one off. But we'll use the last couple of minutes to discuss what we actually think is the best one. I think Zach is going to argue for The Last Bus, but I haven't seen it, so I can't say that.
I wasn't going to say Lost Bus I mean, maybe that's like my own soul opinion, but I think for this award for our podcast, I would argue Superman should deserve that reward.
That's why I had it on
I was gonna lean. I mean, granted, again, I've seen even less than you guys. But Superman, there's a couple of problems with it, but I think that one was really fun. Yeah, I enjoyed that. I think it was just
in the context of the One Eyed Film Podcast. Yes, I agree. Overall, I think How to Train Your Dragon would take the cake because it hits such a wide variety of audiences, young and old. That makes sense because the original was for people like us who were young and now we're having kids. Maybe not directly, but we could take our nieces and nephews if we don't have kids or stuff like that. It's iconic, I would say, for sure. Though I still would probably watch the original.
Well, that's why I'm like, I don't really think it's the best overall film because it's just live action copy paste, really. So like, what's if you're not even that, like, what's even your point? Just to make money?
Go watch. We have a whole episode on that. Go listen to it.
It's true. Okay, Superman wins because of how it affected our podcast and how much we talked about it. But I would say F1 wins. Zach would probably say The Lost Bus, and we have our own reviews on on the Discord somewhere. But that's where I'll leave that. We can finish up by a little yapping. Any other thoughts on 2025? And
I want to add a category.
Oh boy. What would you like to add?
I'm going to add Best Ensemble Cast, just because I think a movie needs another award. No, I was going to say Superman.
What did I say?
I?
Sorry, I meant Superman.
What?
I said I meant Superman. What did I say?
You said Superman.
Yeah, you said Superman.
Yeah, and then you said no Superman.
No,
you said I'm not talking about Superman.
Not Superman.
Oh, you're not talking about Superman. Okay.
No.
Best ensemble.
But let's see what we can say for nominations. I'm gonna say Knives Out 3, Fantastic Four, Thunderbolts. Jurassic World was kind of a
Did a good.
type of movie.
I think it had a couple of good casts, especially with like Scarlett Johansson and the one guy I can't remember his name. But it just
Jonathan Bailey.
Yeah, there you go.
But anyway, I'm gonna say that Thunderbolts wins Best Ensemble Cast because I think that balanced its cast better than a lot of movies did.
Did you see that Florence Pugh won Best Supporting Actress or was nominated for Best Supporting Actress for Thunderbolts? And somebody was like, "Who's the lead?"
That's right. What?
But
that's crazy.
That reminded me of that. They all had great chemistry. I mean, I took off one of the categories that was like Best Behind the Scenes. Unity, but that's the similar idea of like how did they work together on screen. So yeah,
because I mean I would argue that as we've talked about, I don't know if we talked about it on the podcast, but with like Wake Up Dead Man, I think the previous two movies did better at utilizing their casts than Wake Up Dead Man did. I mean, there might be not a lot of good things to say about Glass Onion, but I think it did well with using its whole cast well. And I just think, especially Jeremy Renner and Thomas Hayden Church, even though they play pivotal roles in it, it just feels like their actors weren't given much to do.
Yeah.
One thing I just do want to say, because I don't think you guys have probably watched it, but it is interesting that we didn't put Avatar Fire and Ash on this, which is probably because you guys didn't watch it, which is, I mean, it's not a bad film. I think it's better than Way of Water, but it is very much Way of Water 2.5 or 1.5. Like, it's just not a lot of Fire and Ash for a movie called Fire and Ash, which is disappointing for me. But I think I'm at least glad that it did make money so that we can get the fourth one, because I want to see where it goes. I want to see where this thing ends.
Yeah. Bucky is Thunderbolt's lead, and everyone else are supporting actors. I don't think Bucky was that prominent.
He wasn't.
He was. That's why I think it was a very ensemble movie. And if anything, we talked about how it was definitely Yelena's movie because we were in her mind for so much of it, and that was
Yelena and Bob are pretty much the two mains.
Yeah. So, okay. Well, we've hit our hour. I'm glad.
No, we still got 7 minutes.
No, it's
4:02.
I want to be done at 4.
The timer on the recording says.
What time?
Bro, we got 4:02.
Yeah,
we can only do
we
this
started late. We started late, and I said I was only going till 4.
We didn't mention Predator Badlands at all. I don't know what kind of award I would give it, but I would give it something.
That one's actually the award that I would give is expected it to be worse than it was, I think, or sort of, because here's the thing. Here's the reason I say that. No, but here's the reason I say that, because dude, what do you think? I almost did. But it's because when they were teasing it, they are like the teasing. I distinctly remember like all like the breakdown of it. Mm-hmm. I don't think it is. I don't think it. From what I hear, it's not really that great of a film, anyways. But I know like the plot about it, which is the reason I'm saying it, because they were teasing like there's going to be like a new breakup or a dynamic between like the human android thing we didn't know it was an android and the Predator, and I was like, oh boy, where are they going to go with this? And they didn't go the route that I was thinking. So I was like, okay.
I would best reinvention of a franchise, maybe. That's kind of a very specific and complicated award.
I suppose. I don't know. It's a reinvention. I don't know if it's a good reinvention. There's a lot of people who don't like it, and a lot of people who do think it's like a good thing. I don't really care that much.
I liked it a lot.
I'm more interested, honestly, in the background and the geopolitics of the Predator Alien franchise, because there's some interesting stuff going on there, but you can't touch on those because it's not flashy, but it's really interesting. Which is
the Easter eggs from the Alien franchise were way bigger than I thought they were going to be in that one. If you know what I mean.
I don't. Were there a lot of Easter eggs?
No, I like the big mech thing at the end. That's like directly from Alien, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, I knew that.
Yeah.
I meant other things.
I didn't know that thing was going to be in it. So I was like, whoa.
Well, it's got Wayland Yutani, and like Wayland Yutani is Evil Corporation TM. So like they have to, like, of course it is. It's like, Brand, I know that thing. And because they want to combine the Alien Predator films I don't know. That whole franchise as a whole is just weird. But anyway, Seth, go. You want to speak?
I know. Well,
He wants to end this.
We need to be done. Thank you guys for talking. It's good to get back into this. Hopefully things go a little smoother next week and they keep getting smoother. So thank you guys for listening now. For iHondor in the chat, for everyone else listening on Spotify or wherever, share this with a friend, join our Discord, and until next week, again, know that you are left. God bless.
See ya. Where the builders away.
Joseph Quinn, you also win.
What's that from?
That's a terrible way to end this.
Thanks for watching, Mom.